Well, hey everybody, welcome back to Palm Tree Life. We are getting into some Crusader Kings 3 Royal Court DLC. I have been very impressed with this DLC and this add-on. It's added a lot to the game. I'm sure you guys have been watching different streamers, watching the release videos, and probably anticipating this day. And so it is here, and we're going to jump into our first playthrough within this DLC and have some fun looking at it, all the new elements along the way. And today we're probably going to focus on just creating our character, creating the flags, our emblem, our banner, and choosing where we're going to play. And where we're going to play, we're actually going to go into the clan realm this time around. And we're going to go into the Abbasids. And we're actually going to play at this one little county right here. What is it? Tbilisi. But what our goal is going to be, we'll create our own ruler here in a second, but what our goal is going to be is we're going to create the Kingdom of Georgia. And we're going to play under a liege. So I'm planning on playing under the Empire, and specifically the Emperor of Abbasid, and being his vassal, at least in the early game. And in this playthrough, we are not going to try to expand and go far. We did that with Africa. You can go back and watch that if you want to. But in this, we're going to play more tall, and we are going to defend the mountains at the north of the Abbasid Empire. Now, as we go, the Byzantines may end up conquering us, breaking us out, whatever, and we'll have to navigate. We'll see where this playthrough goes, but I kind of want to just enjoy the Royal Court DLC, the different elements with it. What does it do with the liege? What does it do when we create our own kingdom and we have our own court? So I just want to see where it goes, and I thought it would be a fun place to play in the Georgia area. It's a place that I enjoy playing because of the mountain aspect, and we will embrace the mountain aspect. So we will create our own ruler here. We're going to go male heterosexual just because that's me. Faith, we're going to stay as Ashari because we are staying in the Abbasid Empire. But culture, we are going to switch to Georgian. So we are going to be Georgian Ashari. Our county is not currently Georgian, so I am kind of gaming that a little bit, and I'll have to convert our culture. But the reason I want to do that is I want to mesh Georgian culture with more of the Middle Eastern cultures, and so blend the two. So I want to start at Georgia so we can blend them over time. So first name, we're going to go Tim, just because that's my name. And hey, I think we've all been waiting for this moment where we can actually create our own shield and coat of arms. So our dynasty name is going to be Palm Tree Life, and our motto is going to be the Oasis in the Mountains, because we're playing in Georgia. So let's start from scratch with our coat of arms. I thought through this a little bit. I kind of like this emblem right here for this playthrough because it has like land. It has a land feel to it. And on the layout, I was thinking this one and going with the emblem right here. Let's see, let's guess if that's the bottom one. It is. And then on the top one, I would like to go a palm tree. There we are. And so let's go back to the background. Secondary color, let's do, what does the brown look like? I like the brown. Yeah, I like the gray better. We're gonna go gray. And then you can do all kinds of things. Like, there's gonna be people that are having a lot of fun with this, and I could probably spend an entire episode just doing coat of arms. We're not gonna do that though. We are gonna make it a little bit bigger, and we'll position it right at the top there. And then we'll take our palm tree, our date palm here, and we will move it down. Let's see if we can make that a little bit bigger too. Yeah, I like those colors. I like the green and gray, silver, whatever it is. All right, that'll work. I'm not going to worry about the realm coat of arms or logo. We're going to leave that. I'm fine with just leaving it as it is. And to create our character, we're going to go military because we are a one province minor. So we've got to be careful in that area. So we'll go martial. We will go temperate. And then if you've watched anything I do, I love diligent just because I think it's super powerful. And then we could go brave. That gives us martial. Actually, I don't want to take a chance of dying. What else could we do? Personal scheme power. What makes our liege like us? Oh yeah, we're doing content. Our liege will really like us. I kind of want to. Could do athletic. We're shrewd. Shrewd just adds so much to everything. Do I have? I got the ability to do that, so let's do that. And then aspiring blade master. Can I do just? That'll give me 3. Let's see how far we can get with this. The rest of this looks pretty good. I think I'm okay with that. There we go. So, there we go. That's our character. I'm not going to worry about his appearance too much. That looks good to me. And we'll roll with it. Make sure I got everything correct here. Georgian, yep. Finalize. Alright, so we're going to start out here. And our goal is just going to be navigate, put together the Georgia kingdom. And then if we can take all the mountain range here and kind of spread out a little bit, that's fine. The goal is not to spread out, though. The goal is to play tall more than playing wide. But if we can go wide, we will. Like, I don't mind going wide. Let's start it up. Alright, so lifestyle. We're going to go martial. Yeah. I think we're going to go prowess. And get that advantage. No player, we know. We're not married, so let's get married. We are going to need some alliances early on. The Zuraid Emirate, where are they at? Yeah, we probably need to partner with him. 12. I'm fine. Oh, she's lustful. Ugh. I really do need his help, though. Alright, we're gonna have problems with her, but sure. Alright, so we'll marry them. That gives us a good ally right out of the gate. And let's check our liege. We need to learn his language. We're going to have to try because I need him liking me. So we're going to have to be okay with the Mashriqi culture. That's where we're going to try to blend in with, whoops, that's faith, culture. Mashriqi, Bedouin, like maybe Persian, like those are the places that we've got to blend in. I will with Greek if I have to, but I'm not really trying to do that. And you can see we are the northernmost province up here. I don't know if I showed that off, but we are. And so we're trying to take the people around us. So let's start playing and see what we can do. We got court physician. Oh my word, 0? Yeah, we're not doing that. And you'll see our courtiers don't like us because many of them are Armenian. Because our culture is Armenian. So we need to change our culture. We need to change our faith. So we got to do both of those. We'll train our commanders. We'll wait on that stuff. And let's marry off some Let's marry off some courtiers here. I think this is going to be so much more important in this DLC to have courtiers and marry them off and build your court, because there's a lot more positions for them in this playthrough and like in this DLC. There's just way more for them to do. So I think it's really critical that you have a lot more courtiers to pull from. Married them off. So betrothed. If you haven't seen the courtier positions, so these are the court positions here. We need to get a court physician. Go right here with her. But you can get antiquarian, tutor. They all cost money, so you have to have the money to do it. But there is all kinds of positions, and you have to have the courtiers to be able to do it, or the vassals. If sometimes the vassal can fill in there. Alright, let's speed it up a little bit. Our special unit is the Manaspa. So it's cavalry that is good in the mountains. The problem is we're not good during the winter. So I'm trying to decide if it's worth it. I mean, when you see this 116 damage, like 117 damage, that's powerful. So it's probably worth it, but it does cost a lot of money too. And the full maintenance is 2.5 ducats a month. Like it's a lot. The alchemist reached for the hawk-shaped chess piece as the page looked on in fear. Then suddenly I'm interrupted by a fuming Wali Kudayar. Did you just call my beloved father a knave and a skirt chaser? He screams. I demand recompense for his grievous insult. Perhaps my Arabic needs more practice. Okay, so I didn't do so hot. I can pay 5. That's what I'll probably do. Yeah. I'll just pay for it. We didn't do so hot in learning Arabic so far. It's going to take us 8 years right now. I mean, we're 13 in learning, so we're not bad. Can I take this? I don't have enough, because he's got a powerful ally as well. Just don't have enough. I am walking the gardens with some of the lords at court when I notice my courtier approaching. I step aside to let her pass, but to my great surprise she blocks my path and kneels before me. Before I have time to properly process this turn of events, Munya begins to sing. I quickly recognize the tune. It is a famous Georgian love ballad. All I can hear is Ray Charles singing Georgia when I read that. That is the first thing that came to my mind. I have heard it performed countless times. I have heard that song countless times too, but never with such skill and passion. The intense emotions of the song are mirrored in Munya's gaze, which is set on me. She does not look away for a single heartbeat. Alright, It is weird that she's doing that as a steward companion. I mean, she's wrathful, but she doesn't even have intrigue. No thanks. How much is a pilgrimage? 100. Who is on my liege's council? All these guys hate me. Goodness. Why do they hate me so much? Short reign. Yeah, I don't know. Government. I am clan. Lifestyle perk. Doing stalwart leader first. I always, if I'm going, you're going gallant, you're going these four at least first, and then you might go over to strategist. Overseer, if you really need to, but in my opinion, gallant and strategist are the two you want to go for right away. At first I thought the simple foot meant a fool for stepping onto the training field. Although Padla seemed no threat at first, it quickly became clear that he would be unable to stop his wild and vicious strikes from hurting me. Disarming him suddenly became a matter of life and death. I tried not to show my relief when his sword finally hit the ground. He's an 18. I'm 24. I could use more people like you. This peasant and my soldiers will get a lecture in honor. And I will strike him where he stands. I'm not going to kill him. I could use more people like him. And he's not intrigued, so I can trust him. We'll take him. Let's get... We got a fantastic beard going right now. Gotta go 2 more years, and then we can get married. If we can have a kid, hopefully a daughter, maybe a son, I can at least betroth them and... Okay, we are married. And we're being asked to jump into a war against a peasant a peasant uprising, revolt. We will accept that. And go down and help out, I guess. I got my own revolt happening up here. Lost our first battle. Why didn't they come when they saw him marching? Fate smiles upon me. My wife is bearing my child. I cannot wait to hold the babe in my arms. Alright, dude. I've helped you enough. If you're just gonna stand there and let him attack. They lost again. Here we go. I've got to wait a few months for this stuff to... Alright, we're going to have to take some light footmen here. Because I'm going to need them. And we got knight effectiveness. That's good. We need it. This is gonna be close. Ooh, praise Allah, Halima has given birth to two perfect little boys. My sweet children, one of you will grow up to carry on my legacy and the other will always remain in his shadow. I hope you will love each other, come what may. Lursab and Zviad. Zviad? I don't know. Let's go with Georgian names, Sumbat and Zviad. Alright, 2 sons. Alright, hopefully I didn't wait too long here. We win. My chancellor and his daughter approached me. The lack of an alliance between us is shameful. My lord, let Zviad marry my daughter and things will be right. No thanks. Alright, defeated that. We are going to have to betroth these boys off because we desperately need alliances. Where is Gidya? They are way too far away. Swakin, way too far away. Aurora, way too far away. Is there anything close? Seriously. Let's look at sun. Nothing. Sons. Oh, here we go. Already betrothed, of course. Well, I guess we're gonna wait. Yep, they've got the alliances and I don't right now. Amir Kafif of Dulani has announced to the world that he and his vassals have converted to Azrakism, having become disillusioned with the teaching of the Ashari priests. The nobles of Dulani no longer consider the clergy to be righteous and true and are distancing themselves from their former religious institutions. They are instead professing themselves as Zarakis, whose doctrines they feel better align with Allah's will. Yeah, we're not going to switch. Alright, let's speed this up to 5. so we can get our faith converted here. Yeah, abandon it. The child was not meant to be. My wife assures me it is the way of life, but her hand lingers on her belly. Lost the baby. My spy master has come to me with grave news. While we do not yet know who, someone is plotting to kill my fairest Kudayar. Speaking of that, let's look at our court. Let's look at our courtiers. Make sure everybody's married off here, because I do think this is going to be very important. I mean, we'll see. It's my first playthrough, but I just have a feeling it's going to be important. Giant trait. Let's see if we can get the giant trait into our kingdom here. He's 59. I'm not worried about him. Okay, 6 marshal. Let's get him educated. I could do it. Let's see if we've got someone else. I don't want to convert culture, but I will convert faith. She's martial as well. I don't have any Georgians, do I? Nope. Then let's at least convert the faith. Learning or stewardship. We want a steward here. Did I switch the? Yeah, martial. We want him going martial. Steward. Convert faith. We don't know him yet. And we don't know my sons yet. Prisoner. Yep, you're dead. Don't rebel. We now have a daughter. Now let's see if we can do something. Alright, is this dude betrothed? It is not. My daughter. Oh, they won't accept. Who's got a lot here? Who's got a lot? Does Basra? They're pretty good. They're pretty good. So does Sajid. Will not accept. Why not? Why won't they? Marrying down. Gotcha. Okay. Probably marrying down. Yep. Goodness. Well, let's sway. Let's sway him. See if we can't. Oh, alright. So we got no chance of swaying him. Or very little chance. What about him? We got a better chance of swaying him. Let's go that route. Greetings, my modest vassal. I would like for your young son and heir, Sumbad, To be raised by Husan, so, and this is the emperor, so I pretty much need to do it. But I don't want him to become, see, he's going to become Mashriqi. I want him to be Georgian. He has a negative 15 view of me. Decline. If it was my second son, I'd let him. Many months have passed since the lords and ladies of the realm gathered for a feast, my sheik. He fearfully continues, it would benefit you not to mention those among us who appreciate a good feast if this was remedied soon. Alright, we'll do a feast. Just like other children his age, my son and heir Sumbat sometimes lies in test boundaries. However, he often avoids suspicion with his sweet demeanor, and people always forgive him when he does get caught. I wonder just how much he gets away with. I will keep an eye on this one. So he's charming. So, diplomacy and intrigue. I don't want shy. I may have to do it even though I'm not diplomacy. Hopefully I don't hurt him badly with that. Alright, we gotta host a feast. The guests are gathered in the great hall, lords and ladies from the near and far reaches of the realm. The mood is bright and spirits are high as the feast begins. My lord, the wine. We cracked open the next barrel. It has gone bad. It has all gone bad. The feast is still raging, but without drink, the mood is sure to dwindle at a cruel pace. The wine merchant should still be in town, so then I go 50. I fought thirst, so I get prestige. We all have to pitch in. Yeah, I'm going to spend the prestige. I'm not even using it right now. I did everything I could, ensuring that Amir Abu al-Saj and Wali Qudiyar would be as far from each other as possible. It was not enough, and now they have come to blows in the middle of my feast. One of my guards is close to the brawl and looks to me for the order to intervene. So who do we want to be our friend? I want Amir Abu to be my friend. Yes. What right does Wale Sirhan think he has to claim that my ideas of warfare are misguided? Claiming that my ideas would break down the moment combat is met. What does he know really? I would love the chance to settle this on the battlefield. So discussions of strategy, I get 2 martial. In our recent communication, Amir Abu expressed a want to focus on his ambitions and interests more. I can make sure that our coming letters contain more on a topic close to his heart, which is going to be feats of war, because he is martial focus. With everyone headed for their respective homes, I am proud to say that the feast was a success. I have my wife Halima to thank for much of its success, and I feel nothing but gratitude as she sees the last few guests off. Until next time. And let us speak more. Good. Can I do the arranged marriage now? Well, yes. He won't do that. But he will accept. So, we're good. My lord, you truly outdid yourself this time. My Chancellor Wally seems to still be recovering from the feast I promised him, but he is in a good mood nonetheless. Alright, now we have that alliance, so we can attack these guys, and we should be okay. They have quite a bit, because they have 3 allies. He shouldn't be able to attack me, right? Since we're all in the same empire, I don't know how that works. I'm kind of curious how it works now. Let's see if he's even able to come to his aid. I'm gonna wait. I just have this feeling that if I'm pretty sure they can attack with them. And even though we're in the same empire, I have a feeling he'll be able to defend him since they're allies. Can I attack this dude? He's by himself over here. Take Guria. Yeah, let's do that. Go after the weak ones while they're weak. That's pretty much what you gotta do. So we want Zajid. Alright. Definitely want him. We better call them both. Yep. Alright, so they're both coming. That's 1 hour. Run away. Alright, we caught him. Huh. Let's add some knights. My wife is with child, and I should be overjoyed. However, she has been acting strange, and I can shake the feeling that something is wrong. Well, she is deceitful, lustful. I knew this was going to happen. Ambitious. I've always worried that her insatiable appetite was a general one and not just for me. Could the child belong to someone else? She has Yagis as a friend. I will look into it discreetly. Can I get that? Let's see if I can figure it out. It seems that my fears have been unfounded. Despite every effort on the part of my spies, I have found no indication that she has been unfaithful. Unfortunately, she has found out about my suspicions and is very disappointed in me. She's lost 25. As soon as we get another deal on... Alright. A stranger is brought before me. He has been waiting outside the castle gates for weeks, my liege. My guard informed me. The man bows deeply. My name is... Joachim, Your Highness, I have traveled far and wide and seen many things, but I am weary of the road. If you allow me to stay, I will happily share my knowledge of the world with you. He's a good prowess guy, a little bit of intrigue, but not a big amount. I think I'm okay with him being here. Embrace Hala, and this will be your home. He's Orthodox, yeah. Almost got the culture. With a tired yet blissful smile, Alima presents me with a perfect little son. Who will you become, my child, and what shall I call you? Alright. Just want to make sure I don't need to. He's fine. Okay, we haven't done anything here. Curious, diplomacy and learning. Let's get him into a diplomat. Oh, I already got somebody. Oh, it's me. I'm already training him. I guess I'm training both of my sons. No, I don't have an educator for him yet. Alright, diplomat. Ooh. Armenian. You geese. Ugh. It's my wife's friend. I'll let my courtier here. What about my daughter? We don't know yet. Okay. Win this battle. Done. Let's get this culture promoted. One thing I do like about this too is Ashari. Each ruler can be their own faith ruler as well. So you see right here, the temple holding, it's mine, and I can have it as a temple holding without penalty because I am the head of faith in Ashari. So instead of going from 1 to 2, I went from 1 to 3 domain holdings, which is a big deal. When you have basically nothing, it's a big deal. Alright, culture. We're going to go to Casus Belli side. And let's check our counselors real quick. We don't have a culture that needs to shift, so let's start developing. We got our faith going, and we've got 2 more domain holdings, so we are 27. 2 more domain holdings. Hopefully we can pick it up a little bit, and some of these alliances and stuff kind of go by the wayside, and we can take more of this over time. That's what I'm hoping. But we're going to try to stay in the Caucasus area and just take it, and my hope is within the next episode we can create the Georgian kingdom, and then we can start getting into our own court and doing things in there. So thank you so much for checking it out. I hope you're enjoying this DLC. I hope you're just catching the beauty of it. They did a magnificent job in updating this and making it a lot more fun and a lot more depth in playing it. A lot more, I think they did a good job focusing on the role playing, which I think is really cool, which is why I want to role play. I wasn't so much focused on spreading all over the map, but role playing the individual. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.